Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Hammond. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Pulls and fires complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Complete to Williams over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He goes right back to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be 1 and 1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Has it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The pass play, they hoped, would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. And look for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to barge their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a give to Joyner. Crosses the 40. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. defensive stack will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So first down here as they go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Joyner. Snags it and he's open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Off play action on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries to get it himself. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air, it's Daniels. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the run, deep down the right side. Fires and picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch and stride inside the 15. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The snap sets up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Joyner to begin the drive.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Handoff to Joyner. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the air, it's Hammond. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Might be looking to run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pressure coming. Into the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Timeout taken here by the offense. 5 seconds showing on the clock. They'll have an opportunity to put up points, either throwing to the end zone or maybe trying a field goal here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now improvising. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the number 22 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Golden Eagles sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Lobs it off the back foot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Stepping to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Shakes off the defender. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
He lost one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
It's complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, this offense is trying to stay aggressive. They want to blow this game open and take the lead. They're not going to settle for a field goal there, and that's why that last third down was critical, that they were able to pick that up, keep the offense on the field, and think about 6 points.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Finds his man. Touchdown, no! They take the lead here in the second half.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Daniels. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. This time on target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Escapes the pressure going right. Hit as he throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That #1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball.
Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat. On the move, he fires. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got a little space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Hands it off. Finding some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45, that will move the chain. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance.